Today we are going to draw Frankenstein. And I know he is a monster, and sometimes you think of monsters as scary, but the book we're reading is actually a funny book. So do not worry, he is not a scary Frankenstein. He's a cute Frankenstein. So we are going to start out today by holding your paper the tall way. You are using a pencil. I'm using a marker so you can see, but you are using a pencil. So to start out, we're going to start with his head, and he has a rectangle head. I know that's strange, but he has a rectangle head. So start with a straight line on the top, 2 lines on the side, and a line across on the bottom. So you have a square or a rectangle. Next, we're going to draw his neck. 2 straight lines, and then a U. Once you've done that, he has a big shoulder, so his shoulders are going to go all the way off the page. So he has huge shoulders. Next, we're going to draw his bolts in his neck. I know that sounds strange, but he has bolts in his neck. So bolts are these almost like screws. So we're going to make 2 straight lines on each side. And then we're going to make an up and down line, an up and down line, and then 2 side to side, and an up and down. So we made a rectangle. Now, we have a couple of options now. We're going to draw his mouth. So let me get another paper so you can get some ideas. So if this is Frankenstein's face, we'll call him Frankie for short. So Frankie's face. These are kind of options you can pick for the mouth. If you want, you could just do a straight mouth. You can do kind of a sad face mouth. You can do an oval mouth. You can do a smiley mouth. If you want, you can add some teeth. And this one, he probably will just have his mouth shut. So you can pick whichever kind of mouth you want, or you can just do one. I didn't even think of this one, but you can just do an open mouth where it's open and he's yelling, which would be all black. So you have 5 different faces you can choose from, 5 different mouths. So I'm going to choose, let's do this one. I'm going to choose this one. I like that one. So I'm going to do this one. Now, his eyes, you have a couple of options. We're going to all start with circles. But before we do that, we're going to make a nose, which is a triangle. So don't forget his triangle nose. Now, for the eyes, we have a couple of choices. So I'm going to give you your choices page again. So if these are your eyes, you can draw them in the middle. You could draw them looking up. You could draw them looking down. You could draw them looking in. You could draw them all wiggly waggly. You can choose how you want to make your Frankenstein's eyeballs. Oh, there's one more. I forgot. We can do these kind too, because we really don't do these usually. You can have them looking to the left or looking to the right. I think I'm going to do one of those. I like those. So I'm going to make mine looking to the side. Now, his ears. We're going to make half circles for his ears. Make a little line inside. And then Frankenstein has this crazy haircut. It's a zigzag. So he has a zigzag haircut. Lastly, we're going to add Frankenstein's little scars, which are lines with up and down lines. And we're going to put a couple on him. Don't go crazy with them. You don't want to add too many. Now, we are going to color our Frankenstein. But before we color, you are going to trace everything with your crayon, just like we always do in class. Now, Frankenstein does normally have black hair. So we're going to color his hair black. If you want, you can have black hair, you can have blue hair, you can have brown hair, whatever color hair you want. I'm going to make him the traditional Frankenstein, which is black hair. Then his skin is usually green. Whoops, there goes my crayon in the sink. So we're going to color him green. So his ears are green, his skin is green. I'm going to leave his mouth white, and I'm going to leave his eyes white. But I am going to color his nose, because if you notice, your nose is the same color as your skin. Color my ears, because they're the same color as my skin, and so is my neck. Now, he does have bolts, so we're going to make the bolts gray, or you can make them black, or whatever color you want. And then I'm going to give him a brown shirt. You don't have to give him a brown shirt. You can give him a purple shirt, you can give him a blue shirt, red shirt, orange shirt, whatever color you want. But just make sure that you get rid of all the white spots and no scribble scrabbles. So on mine, I would go back and get all these little white spots. Lastly, you're going to take a crayon, a color you have not used, and you are going to color the entire background, which is all this white part, one color. And you guys are now old enough that you can color the whole page without leaving anything white. When you are finished, you are going to have a parent take a picture of your artwork, and we are going to post it onto Seesaw so I can see your Frankensteins or little Frankie babies. When you are done, I cannot wait to see them.